Hey Jared, Nev Lapwood here from Snowboard Addiction. How's it going? I got your clips here from doing frontside 180s at an airbag. I had a watch of all of them. Just for some future feedback, if you put all your clips into one clip, just put them all together, it'll make it way easier for me to analyze them all without having to download each one individually. I just downloaded one because most of them are pretty similar anyway, and in the future. And then when you go and add it to video analysis, choose the option that says add file. So if you add the video as a file, it'll make it really easy for us to download and put into this application. I'll make a video of that to explain it to make it easier as well. Anyway, let's watch the 180 here. And this is one of your frontside 180s at the airbag. Now, you might be aware of this, but I'm going to tell you what you're doing, just in case you're not aware of it, is that every single time you're riding in, you're riding with a very straight entry path. So you'll see that, very straight. And as you take off, you're actually taking off your toe edge, okay? Now that's okay, there's no problem with taking off your toe edge as long as you're aware that you're doing this. Now the other thing that you're doing is you're actually doing what's called a counter-rotated 180. What I mean by that is if I draw a little line here, you'll see how your body is opened up as you're taking off. And as you do your 180, your upper body and lower body are actually rotating against each other. So you'll see your upper body is still in front, and your lower body has come around your upper body. That's called a counter-rotated frontside 180. Now that's fine, but it doesn't work very well when you want to turn that into 360s, 540s, 720s, etc. So if all you're trying to do is a 180, and all you want to do is a counter-rotated 180, great. But for every jump trick beyond that, you want to learn how to get rotation. And what that means, when I say you want to learn to get rotation, is, okay, I'm just going to go back on your clip. Okay, so you're a goofy-footed rider, and goofy-footed rider, if you take off the jump with your arms already forward like this, what's really going to be easy to do is counter-rotate a frontside 180 and land with your arms forward like that, which is what you're doing. When you want to come to rotation, what you have to do is instead of taking off the jump like this, you actually have to take off the jump with a wind-up and release. A wind-up and release will help you create momentum where your upper body and lower body, when you make that release, your upper and lower body are both going to go in the same direction. If you release too early, it'll only counter-rotate. But if you get the timing of the wind up and release right as you go off the lip, the idea is to create momentum and have your upper and lower body both move into the same direction of that momentum, which is not happening for you right now at all. Right now you're using only counter-rotated momentum. But that's okay. I just want to make sure that you're fully aware of what's going on. Now, the other thing to pay attention to is your entry path is basically straight, which is fine. It's fine for counter-rotated 180s. But for anything beyond that, you're going to start using what's called an entry path. And what I mean by entry path is you're actually going to come on in on your toe edge and go up off your heel edge is the most common way to spin frontside. So if I actually was to draw you a path right here, I'm going to draw you a little path. You'd probably ride in here, creating an edge, and then creating an edge off that lip. So you're all like toe edge, toe edge, toe edge, toe edge, toe edge, change to heel edge, heel edge, heel edge. If I clear that, it'll make it a bit easier. So here I am, I'm dropping in, toe edge, toe edge, toe edge, toe edge, light toe edge, and changing to heel edge as you go off that lip. So heel edge, you transition from here to your toes to heels. Now what that's called an entry path. And that's the most common entry path for a frontside spin. So if you watch any of our videos on front threes, front fives, front sevens, you're going to see that very obvious entry path where you cruise out on one edge, you carve on one edge, and you transition to the other edge to take off. That becomes really critical to spinning as you want to get bigger spins. Now, if all you want to do is a frontside 180, you can do exactly what you're doing, which is a straight entry path, straight down, and you're using a counter-rotated spin, which will get you a counter-rotated frontside 180, no problem at all. Keep that in mind if you want to start getting bigger tricks. You're going to have to start using wind up and release, creating rotational momentum, and entry path at the same time. Cool. Hopefully this has helped you and given you some ideas of where you can take this if you want to start turning this into a 360. If you just want to do 180s, I would say, hey, do what you're doing, but see if you can get a grab. Because sometimes in your spins, as you know, your kind of body's waving around a bit. If you go off that jump, suck up your knees, grab your board, It's going to keep your whole body smooth and stylish. It's going to allow you to flow through that counter-rotated 180 with a grab and then land, release and land, without throwing the upper body around at all. Awesome. Hope this helps. I will make a video showing how to upload for video analysis to make that easier for you. All right, thanks so much. This is Nev Lappert from Snowboard Addiction. Our goal is to improve your writing.